Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am Canada's Own, and today we're finally taking a step into the big markets and we're rebuilding the Los Angeles Lakers behind Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and of course Austin Reaves. Now, I don't know what my target is for this video. I could argue that the Lakers are still in a very peculiar spot, so to speak, in terms of who is really an asset outside of Luka, what their priorities are. Is it appealing to LeBron? Because I know they've started to step away from that, which good on them. You shouldn't be trying to appeal to LeBron now. He's got maybe a year or two left in the NBA after this one. Obviously, this man is your number one priority. Number two priority is right here. And I don't really think that there's much else. Like, you tried to trade Dalton Connect, who's one of your few young pieces. I would like to keep him in this rebuild because you guys have seen how good he gets. They picked up Nick Smith on a two-way deal. Jared Vanderbilt's always broken. Jackson Hayes is about good for 10 to 12 minutes a night. They drafted this Adu kid in the second round. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. They signed Jake LaRavia, who I actually would like to play, but who do I play him? Probably over Nick Smith. Or, who do I play him over? Because you got Dalton Connect is your backup small forward, and then you got LeBron who's listed as a 3 and Rui is listed as a 4. I think maybe you prioritize, like, because how old is Jake? 23? Isn't Dalton like 24 already? That's crazy. Vando is 26. Do we believe in Vando? Here's what I'll do. We're going to start with Jake LaRavia as the first man in. And he's going to have to hope that somebody fails in the rotation. Because I would like to prioritize Nick Smith a little bit. He is still very young. And there's a ton of potential there. Obviously, Charlotte isn't exactly known as the hub of player development. Hey, he's fully healthy. Perfect. We drop a game to Utah, of course. Let's see if LeBron can be traded. Okay, so when we trade Finder for LeBron James, there are two potential offers. The Pacers and the Thunder. Do I see that happening? Absolutely not. I'm going to think about moving him to Cleveland. I'm going to think about moving him to Miami. And I think that's it. The two other teams that he's played for in his career. Because I feel like if he's going to retire, he'll retire a Cav. Obviously, this won't happen in real life. He will be a Laker until he retires. Berserk over the offseason and how LeBron has been like dropping these subtle hints and everything. I think it'd be fun, a little idea to kind of just say, like, you know what, LeBron? We're done with you. LA ownership is like, we're tired of it. We got our run. We got our ring. Best of luck in your future endeavors. And they trade him. Obviously, that'll never happen, but we're going to get simulating. We'll try and come up with a creative idea for LeBron, and I will see you guys at the trade deadline. Alrighty. Deadline is coming up. Luka is healthy. He was playing anyway. He had a bruised heel. We are going to stop on the deadline. 26 and 23 has us in the last play-in spot at the moment. Ridiculous. Luka's averaging... Why is his scoring so buns? 23, 7, and 9. I mean, it's great numbers, but whenever I'm not controlling the Lakers, Luka's averaging 26, 27, 28, 30 points per game, 10 assists, 10 boards. LeBron's averaging 21, 5, and 8. Austin Reaves has been much, much better. I'm glad that the scoring is actually up. So we're going to look at possibly using Jake LaRavia to find us something. I don't know what that something is. It may just be assets, if we can snag one. Like a Zeke Naji. For 2 years, he's not even playing. A first-round pick, though, is mighty valuable, especially in LA, where they have 0 of them, basically. Isaac Okoro is an interesting one, but how's he playing? He's actually playing really well. But I don't want Jalen Smith is the problem. Try and find a power forward that's maybe expiring. I think that would be big-time help for us. Isaiah Stewart. Gershon Yabusele would be great, I think. How did you end up in New York? I'm going to do this. And I'm going to take Isaiah Stewart right away. And I am going to move him right back out for honestly anything. Especially if it's like, what? How would the Jameson Battle thing work? But he's not even making the same amount. Doesn't make any sense to me, but so be it. Let's see if there's anybody, a realistically reasonable-ish deal. Anybody on a 1-year deal, I'm willing to trade for. The Nuggets would just give up their best backup center that's ever played behind Nikola Jokic for Isaiah Stewart. Man, it's kind of weak. Oh, so you're telling me we shed $26 million for Marvin Bagley and Justin Champagnie. Thank you, Washington. New rotation. Let's see. How did Gershon play in his first game? He was 11, 6 and 3, 1 and 1, 5 of 11. I love to see it. I'm gonna get to simulating. I will see you guys at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, we are coming down the final stretch here. We drop, okay, 3 in a row is cool. We win 1, lose 2, lose 3, and we lose to the Jazz to cap off what is about a perfect Lakers season as possible. Jokic is your MVP. Dylan Harper wins your Rookie of the Year. Scoot is 6th Man of the Year in Portland. Wemby is your depoy. Neemias Queta wins Most Improved. Luka is your Clutch Player of the Year, averaging 23, 7, and 9. Very underwhelming, I'll be honest. Mike Brown is your Coach of the Year, along with Zach Staples as well of the New York Knicks. Do we get any All-NBA performers? I honestly, Luka, this has got to be evidence for the Glaze. 23, 7, and 9 should not get him All-NBA first team. Shea had a better season. Cade had a better season. He actually averaged a couple less assists, a couple less rebounds. His scoring was way better. His efficiency was better. Ja, just below him in rebounds. Yeah, we missed the playoffs. We completely collapsed towards the end of the year there. We went from the 7 seed and dropped all the way to the 13, going 39 and 43. That's crazy that 13 teams won 39 or more games in the Western Conference. That is nasty. And it robbed us of a playoff spot. So because of that, we go into LeBron's final season having missed the playoffs. Now, good thing is we have our pick, Pistons and Spurs, and the Spurs get it done in year 1. Draft lottery could do us some serious numbers. Now, we're not going to be high. It looks like we're outside the top 10. We are 10th. Let's see. Do the LA Lakers get the lottery luck? We do not. We go straight to the end there. Who got the Pelicans via Milwaukee? Got the first pick is crazy. If we can trade finder Marcus Smart here, even if it's for second round picks, I'm more than open to doing that. We could get pick 12 and a swap worst for Marcus Smart and Adu. Adu's never going to play. I'm going to do it. Why not? Give Milwaukee some assets that we are not going to use. And let's see if we can trade up to like 6 or 7 here. Let's see. Who's got pick 6? Who has 6? Utah. Danny Ainge loves to wheel and deal it a little bit. Boom. Okay. We move up to pick 6. Let's take a look. Macau Brown may be the guy here. Dame Sarr is also a very high-volume scorer. Caleb Wilson always develops pretty nicely. Dash Daniels is still available. LeBaron Philon is down there. Let's see. Who's the top-ranked guy? Elijah Arenas, yeah. And maybe Elijah here, I'm going to be honest. A 2-guard could be our starter some point down the line, especially if we move away from Austin Reaves. Could be an elite backup scorer for us as well. What's his comp? Is it his dad? Nope, Mitch Richmond. Derek Harper, Tom Chambers. What is Macau Brown's? Damon Stoudemire is pretty legit. Chris Sinak, Andre Drummond. I think we're going to go with Elijah Arenas here. At pick 7, we take Arenas out of USC, but I will do that. Maybe that gets him back. No, he's going to Chicago. Okay. Let's look at who else we have bird rates on. Austin Reaves is definitely... Don't want to give him that much, but I will pay him what he's going to get, at least what I think is what he'll get. Maybe not completely what he'll get, but we'll give him a 3-year deal. He's going to get 4 years, but I want to give him 3 because 2K hates him. He drops off a cliff after like year 2 or 3 of a rebuild. So we're going to pick him back up. 3-year deal worth, call it $75 million, roughly. And I think we're going to sign and trade Austin Reaves here. Yeah, we're going to lose LeBron. So LeBron can go, honestly. We're not worried about it. We are going to pretend he retired. Utah. Let's go talk to Utah. Let's sign somebody of value here, like a Ben Mathurin on a 1-year deal. 25. We get Cole Anthony. We get Ben Mathurin. Okay, we're going to talk to Utah. Utah. I want my pick back. There we go. Let me give you Ben Mathurin. They'll take on too much money. I know they've got somebody's salary to trade. Give me Walker Kessler, too. And I'll give you Elijah Arenas. Oh, I wonder if we could steal like a Jonathan Kuminga on a 3-year deal. Even on a 2-year deal. I'll even put a player option in there. Make it $19 million, and then let's find a backup center-ish, kind of. Like a Rob Williams is always a safe answer. DeAndre Ayton is okay. He's going to go back to Portland. Why the hell would we do that? 95, 84 for Walker's nice. See, Austin Reaves already regressing. 82 for Jonathan Kuminga. 81 for Dalton Connect. 79 for Nick Smith. I guess the opportunity and the efficiency. Actually, let's see if we can explore an Austin Reaves deal now. Is there a salary dump available here? 1 year of DeAndre Hunter. Tell me it's not a player option. Oh my gosh. No. You're asking for too much here. Hold on. What are we doing, boys? What are we doing? Let's lock in. Cleveland, give me this. I'm going to ask for this. They're going to say no. They want Gershon. They give me Sam Morril. They want to get rid of Sam Morril so bad that they're like, no, please take him. Let's do this one. It's a swap worst. And then now I want a different pick. I want your pick way in the future. There, deal. Okay, I don't mind that at all. Because now we're going to run a very awkward, stumbly, ugly lineup. Let's go pick up. We can't, right? Yeah, no. Okay, that's fine. Nick Smith, we will hold off. Everybody else, Jonathan Kuminga is a player option. If he opts in, we'll trade him. Walker Kessler has a player option in a year. We're going to trade him at the deadline. And I think Cole Anthony's a team option. That'll be declined no matter what, especially if we can trade him. Bronny wants $6 million is crazy. Okay. 5 and 8. Hopefully we can bottom out and kind of commit to just being bad. That way we can draft high, sign free agents, and turn this team around and get a title back to LA. We're going to get simulating to the trade deadline. If I have any good trades beforehand, I'll show you guys. Otherwise, I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, fellas. I am here at the trade deadline. I'm trying to find any deal that I can do that involves me getting rid of Jonathan Kuminga at the moment. Trying to pick up picks on the way. Obviously, varying levels of success, but we're going to do that deal. That's a free first-round pick. I'm going to keep him around because I think he can be a very valuable depth piece here. Walker's going to go only if I can find someone very young and very valuable. Joel Embiid. Not very young, not really that valuable anymore. Ty Jerome, he's on it. Oh, he's got a player option. Steven Adams has 2 years left. Is there anybody? Trey Mann's got 1 year at 8.5, and Miles Bridges has 1 year. I don't really want to give up a first, though. Can we not just do this straight up and you give me a first? Give me your pick. Swap best? No, I'm not doing that. Are you crazy? Just give me your pick. Let's do it. Not doing the swap best. Don't want Trey Mann. Give me your pick. Let's do that. And let's look at what else we own. We've got a Pels pick way down the line. And this pick. Celtics, Spurs. They're not going to be bad. Actually, let's see if I can get a little greedy. Let's try and steal some second rounders. One this year, one next year, one in the future. Deal. Boom. Okay. It was mostly a salary dump, but I'll have the money to bring back Miles Bridges, a guy who's going to put up decent numbers for me. And will likely just play off my bench. Keldon Johnson, same thing. I'll have the money to bring him back, and he'll put up decent numbers. We'll just waive this kid. We've got Johnny Juzang, Nick Smith. Nick Smith, I'm actually going to trade as well. At 6'8", 200, he could definitely become a small forward. And Alex Caravan? I don't really want Alex Caravan. What if we gave me a pick down the line like that? Damn it. Don't want Alex Caravan. I will give you our pick way down the line. Deal. I don't mind that at all. We're going to get back to simulating. Somehow 27 and 24. Obviously the goal in the back half here. Completely fall apart. And then get a good pick. Sign Giannis or Nikola Jokic. And put a championship together within a year or two from that point. So I will see you guys at the end of the regular season now. Alrighty. Coming down the final stretch here. God-awful stretch because Mo Wagner got hurt in his first game. So we were running 6'8" Mo Gay at the center spot. And clearly it didn't work. Bronny James twisted his ankle. The tank commander goes down. We're going to win less than 30 games potentially here. We beat Denver, of course. We go 31 and 51. Ant is your MVP. Darren Peterson, Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy again. Jaeger Demon, Most Improved. Paolo is your Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch and the T-Wolves go 60 and 22. See how the playoffs go. Curious as to how Minnesota does. Usually they fall. Okay. So the Cavs trade with us and end up winning a title. Evan Mobley is your Finals MVP. That's crazy. Austin Reaves gets a ring, averaging 21, 2, and 4 in Cleveland. That is nuts. So he gets out of here, wins a ring. LeBron retires a Clipper somehow. How did you end up in LA? So he went to the Bulls, and then I guess they ran out of money, and he went to the Clippers. So he just changed locker rooms. Or, well, I guess not anymore because they have their own arena. Let's take a look at the draft lottery here. We should have at least a top 6-7 pick. We also have the Charlotte pick. Don't forget about the Charlotte pick. This is a very big lottery for us. We're going to be able to sway some free agents here. We still have a perfect order. Can we be the first team to jump? Ah! 6th and 9th picks. Damn it. So we fall outside the top 5, and I can't trade into it again. Bronny James, I don't really care. Keyshawn George is staying. Dalton Connect is staying. DeAndre Hunter is staying. Cole Anthony is going to be gone. We have nothing. So let's draft. Let's see what we can get at 6. I think it was Christian Collins went 1. Teron Stokes 2. That means Hugo. Wow, Baba goes 3. When does Hugo go? The Knicks trade in here. The Pels draft at 4 after drafting at what, first? They take Xavier Booker. They're going to take Hugo. Boston's going to take... Oh my, were we just blessed with Hugo? What? Let Mika Murinen fall to 9. Perfect draft. Damn it! Who's a new guy then, I guess? Caleb Gaskins is there. DJ Wagner is there. He's a little older, though. Cameron, I don't know who that is. Forgive me. Cesar Nunez, Jordan Smith. You know what? Let's talk to the Thunder. I want Mika. Let's find OKC. Say, you have something I want. Do this. Thank you. Cole Anthony, we're going to decline because it's $10 million. QOs, Mo Gay. Sorry, pal. We've got bigger fish. We have enough money to go out and get Nikola Jokic. We have enough money to likely go out and land a Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Wemby's there, but obviously he will be matched. So let's go out and get a Nikola Jokic. Let's get a no-trade clause on there. Why can I not offer? It says I have all the money. Oh, that was stupid. I went $1,000 over the cap. Same thing with Giannis it lets me do. It's like, no, you can't. No trade clause. Do we get anybody? Jokic wants to come here. Giannis wants to come here. Who do we prefer? Nikola Jokic or Giannis Antetokounmpo? I feel like Giannis is... Well, they're both impossible to trade for, so let's completely cross that one off the list. Jokic is going to sim better. How did Giannis do last year? What was he? Probably 30 points. 25, 11, and 5. Jokic was 30, 13, and 9 on 56, 40, 82. Giannis was on 57, 21, 61. Giannis is leaps and bounds of a better defender. But I think Jokic might be the guy to... Yep. CPU agrees. I think we go Nikola Jokic here and fill out the roster. We just signed Nikola Jokic in free agency. The Laker plan has come to fruition. Luka and Nikola Jokic are teammates. We need a center to back up Nikola. We've got our power forwards. We can honestly package DeAndre Hunter with Bronny. Cedric Howard is there. Quentin Grimes is there. How's he score, though? Very efficiently. Interesting. I think I'm going to take Rob Dillingham here and Joan Berenger. So we're going to pick up 2 T-Wolves Young Bucks. We're going to trade Najee, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Lock in real quick. Power forwards, who gets better? Miles is an 80. Keldon is an 80. Miles goes up 1. Keldon goes up 2. Let's do that for Keldon. Let's keep Miles as a 4. So now we've got to trade Najee Marshall for a 3rd string or a 2nd string center, I believe is what I want to do here. Let's talk to Najee, be like, sign and trade, buddy. Sorry. That's a 1st and a 2nd from the Wizards. We're going to do that instead. We'll go out and find like a Nick Richards for a 2-year minimum. So evidently they didn't even bring him back. Nick Richards went to the Clippers. Son of a gun, dude. Musa is there. He's solid. 2-year minimum for Musa. If we can get him. Hey, we get Musa. Beautiful. So now it's what? 2, 4, 7, 10, 13. I need a backup guard. Tyus Jones is always a safety net. Let's bring D'Lo back for the 3rd time. Just for the humor of it. Luka's a guy, obviously, number one priority, get his extension done, whether it's now or in free agency. But I would like to get it done now. Pay him whatever he wants. He's going to test free agency. That's not cool. Dalton Connect wants 15. If he'll take that flat, 15.05. Beautiful. That's a steal of a contract. I don't mind that at all, especially for the production he will give me. Other than that, though, Keyshawn George is RFA. Rob Dillingham is an RFA. D'Lo, we don't care. Luka, number one priority. Team options here. Those are going to be easy to pick up. Into next season. Let's see what JJ Redick wants to run out before we step in and completely change everything he wants to do. Let's see how the first 2 weeks of basketball go in the first month of basketball. See how we look. We're 4-0. 5-1, 6-1. The only game we lost was to the Pelicans. Luka, Yoke, or both must have had bad games. Luka had a tough night. 3 of 9 from the field, or from 3, 4 turnovers to only 7 assists. We're going to be really good. I'm not overly concerned. I think we're going to be great. I'm going to simulate to the deadline. If there's nothing there, we'll go straight to the playoffs for the first time. But ideally, I don't have to talk to you guys in a couple minutes. And instead, we're in the playoffs. All right, boys. Only trade I'm looking at here is for Keldon Johnson. He's run his course here. He's playing fine. There's nothing wrong with him. I just want to go ahead and make a move for an upgrade at the 2-guard spot. That's either going to be Colin Sexton or you guys saw him already. It's going to be Cedric Coward. Now the question is Colin Sexton on a 1 year? I didn't notice that when I did. It's a 2-year deal. Yeah, I got to do Colin Sexton. Cedric Coward is great, but I'm going to have to pay him a lot more. 10-man rotation, 36-16 now at the deadline. Talk about a turnaround. I'll see you guys when we make the playoffs. Alrighty, 50 wins for the first time in several seasons now is on the horizon. Now, we're doing our damnedest to not achieve that, falling from the 2 to the 4 seed over the span of 2 weeks. We are going to win over 50 games, though. 53, 54. Are you kidding me? It's got to be a joke. Like, it has to be written into code. It has to be. 55-27. Yoke wins MVP his first year as a Laker. Teron Stokes is your Rookie of the Year. DeJounte Murray wins Sixth Man of the Year, backing up Cade. Wemby's depoy. Cam Whitmore, Most Improved in Milwaukee. Jason Tatum, Clutch Player of the Year. JB Bickerstaff, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year also into Detroit. All NBA teams. Luka and Yoke, teammates make it on first team. Now, Minnesota did just go, to the conference finals or the NBA title last year and lost to the Cavs. But then they also traded their starting point guard and their backup center. So now it's Shake Milton, Nick Smith, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid. Ant must be hurt, so let's take advantage of that. We win the first at home. We split. Are you kidding me? Nikola Jokic has never had an injury in his life. Raptors, Thunder. Thunder get it done in 5. They get another title. They are becoming a dynasty. Luka, whatever he wants, give it to him. The absolute maximum that we can give. Because can't lose him. He's going to go to Memphis. So now Brandon McCoy becomes a lot more valuable to this rebuild. Because he's going to be the backup 1 next year. You're going to have Dillingham, McCoy, Sexton and Beasley, Connect and Hugo, Keyshawn George, Mika Miranen, Miles Bridges, Yoke, Berenger, Diabate. You got 3, 6, 9, 8, 10, 12. I need a 1 and a 2 at each spot. James Harden, 1-year deal. 2-guard. Cason Wallace? I'll sign him over James all day. Give me Cason Wallace. Let me go back here to get a point guard. Dennis Schroeder. You've played here before. There we go. Alrighty, boys. We're in a bit more of a relaxed state at the moment. I've leaned back in my chair. I'm feeling more confident. We are cruising through the conference yet again. Now, still doing our best to not eclipse that 1 seed, but at the moment, 77 games through. We're going to go game by game now. Just keep on surviving. Survive and advance day by day. It's all I care about. 2 games to go. You're joking. Every time. Every time. 59th win. There's a back-to-back MVP for Nikola Jokic. CJ Ross, Rookie of the Year. Nolan Traore is your 6th man of the year. Let's see who else. Wemby Depoy. Christian Collins, Most Improved. Holy cow, the number 1 overall pick had quite the jump in year 2. NBA Cup was Amen Thompson. Executive of the Year was us. Coach of the Year was Nick Nurse. Welcome to LA. All NBA teams. No Luka. Wait. No, he was right there. He was third. He was right in my face. He averages 29, 9, and 9. Getting the Sacramento Kings here. So Ja left Memphis to go to Sacktown, which caused Luka to leave LA to go to Memphis. Domas is still there. Alex Sarr is now your starting power forward in Sacramento. They have like nobody of the Kings past. Whoa, 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 whoa. What in the hell? This is player stats. Show me playoff stats. What is happening here? What on earth? 41% from Miles Bridges, 37, 39, 37. What the actual hell is occurring here? Can we tee up, please? Dalton Connect. Why are you shooting 37%? We win. Sacramento still backs against the wall, and we're out. In the first round for 2 consecutive seasons now. And it absolutely cost us. We get upset in round number 1. We've got 1 season left. If we fail, we fail. Maybe the Lakers are impossible to rebuild. I'm going to go through the offseason. I'll see you guys at the start of the next year. How do we feel about this trade here? Brandon Miller for Dalton Connect and 2 firsts. We could go with Tyler Hero. We could go with Jarris Walker, Asar Thompson. I wonder what Amen Thompson is doing. Is Amen Thompson available? Tyrese Maxey is. Matas Buzelis is. Brandon Miller, we're going to keep on the table. But is Amen Thompson available? Let's propose a trade. Let's get the money we've got. Let's get Dalton Connect up there. Let's get both firsts. I'm willing to give more, obviously. Go talk to the Rockets. Where is Amen Thompson? That is Anthony Black is in Brooklyn, apparently. Cam Boozer's a dog in New Orleans. Oh, boy. Where are the Rockets? Amen is making $46 million this year. Would love to get in on this, but I don't know how. Oh, but okay. So if we trade Kaysen, we have to keep Amen at the 2, which I don't really want to do. So maybe we... Damn. Okay. You know what we can do? We can revisit this. Let's trade 20, 38, and 46 anyway for 2 firsts from Atlanta. That gives us more assets to go out and get a guy if we need. Then obviously you've got Yoke and Berenjay. Berenjay's getting doored right now. Let me try all these seconds and see if we can get it done like this. Okay, that's fine. Let me give you the first. Let me give you this first. Let me give you all of our firsts. What? And because I'll have 4 shooting guards, or I'll have 3 shooting guards anyway. The oldest one is Malik Beasley. Colin Sexton costs more money. Let's do that. Oh, Jaren Jackson. Player progression. Take a look at how everybody looks. Jokic gets better after, I guess he won back-to-back MVPs, and he is only 34, and he's Nikola Jokic. Rob is an 89. Hugo is an 88. 88 for Amen. I don't know why he drops 1. He's only 26. 87 for Jaren. 85 for Keyshawn George. Remember, he went up 2 with the position change. 84 for Mika. 81 for Kaysen. 79 for Malik. 78 for Emmanuel Quickly. 78 for Sinak. 78 for Koloko. 76, 73, 70. Russell Westbrook, at age 40, is now a 70 overall after being a 68, supposedly, even though last year he was a 73. Auto-generate the classes the final year. We're not worried about it in the slightest bit. I feel like this team is way too good to not win a title this year. We won 4 games the first year with Luka and Yoke, and then won 59 games after Luka left. You could probably argue that we're even better now than before. You're not starting Keyshawn George. There's a high chance we could finish with 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 90 overall players by the end of the season, although unlikely. I'm going to get to simulating. I will see you guys at the trade deadline if something's really going bad. Otherwise, straight to the end of the regular season. All right, so last time I sat back in my chair, we got our asses kicked all hell in the first round, but we've won 60 games. Still potential for 70 now. We'd have to win out. And I'm okay with losing if that means we win everything in the playoffs. But we continue to win. We're beating everybody. 70-12 is your final record. Yoke goes for the 3-peat. That is 3 in a row. I don't care about any of the awards here. Yoke is MVP again. Like I said, All-NBA first team. Luka still has a very good year in Memphis, but I don't care because he's not in LA. Let's see who we get. We get Memphis this year. If it isn't old Luka. an old friend. Stats for the season, Rob. A career high in scoring, a career high in assists. He's got quite a number of weapons around him. Amen was great. Great defense yet again. Hugo. Thankfully, above league average in all assets of his game this year. Jaren, probably a very good defender, as he was. Yoke, you guys saw. Keyshawn George, 10, 3, and 2. I don't mind that. A stock a night. All the way up to the big dog. Let's see. Round number 1 against the Grizzlies. We did take Jaren from them before they re-signed Luka. I think. Somehow we got Jaren from Memphis. Where did we get Jaren from? What the Forget it. Who cares? Rob versus Luka, that's a loss. But Amen versus Cedric Howard's a win. Hugo versus Declan is a win. Jaren versus Gigi is a win. And Joan Berenger versus Nikola Jokic is also a win. Come on. We win the first in LA. That's not what I wanted to do. Game number 2 is also a victory. Game number 3, we head to Memphis. We take that one as well. And game number 4, we're flying back to LA to play LA. See who the Clippers are rolling out. Maybe Kawhi still? Nope. CMB, Ivica Zubac is still around. Brandon Miller, Justin Edwards, and Cole Anthony at the 1. Game number 1. Oh, we lose the first at home. We lose both at home. Why might that be the case? Did someone die? Okay. If we lose this, we're probably cooked. We're in Clippers territory now. 2-1 though. Game 4, we lose. Oh my God. Fascinating, truly. I don't know what I'm going to do here. So, I think that's our first failed rebuild of the year because somehow a team with Luka is harder to rebuild than like the Pelicans with Zion or I don't know, who else have I done? The Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton, the Raptors even. I won titles easier with teams like that than I did with the Los Angeles Lakers, while signing the best player in the world. So I guess it wasn't meant to be. Let's see who wins the title, I guess. The Wizards in, 2030? Versus the LA Clippers are your NBA champs. They get it done in 4 games. Unbelievable. I'm stunned, truly. Brandon Miller was your number 1 that took the Clippers to an NBA title with Ivica Zubac as his number 2. Very frustrating. I apologize to the Lakers faithful, but evidently Luka's not enough. So I'm going to have to figure out a thumbnail for this one that doesn't give too much away. But with all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Shorts daily at 5:30 p.m. PST. And I just decided we're doing a 6th season. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to try it. We're going to trade for a center and play Yoke at the 4, I think. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm trading for his center and playing Yoke at the power forward spot. All right, so you guys saw the one trade I made in the offseason. Walker Kessler is now my starting 5. I'm running Yoke at the 4. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be moving Miranin into the 4, Yoke back to the 5, and Kessler will be my 6th man off the bench. Everything else of the roster is all progression-based. We've got this one guy on a 2-way deal, Davion Mitchell, Emmanuel Quickley, Yannick Conan-Niederhauser, and Lou Dort were all roster filler signings that I made, all on minimums or less. Let's see how the first 2.5 weeks of basketball go for us. I want to win 70-plus games again, and maybe even an NBA title. Wouldn't that be something? But we're 9-0. I'm going to simulate. I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. Hopefully, we even eclipse the 2nd round this year. Alrighty. I am back yet again for the end of the season. I didn't want to go all the way to the end, but we're going to stop here, go through the last 2.5 weeks of basketball. Again, on pace to be even better for the 4th consecutive season, yet somehow 0 rings to show for it. 73-9, we tie the all-time win record. Yoke again is your MVP. Do we care about anything else? Only a couple awards that we got. Luka, not on All-NBA first team this year. He finishes All-NBA 2nd team. We were the 1 seed. Who do we get this time in the luck of the draw? It's Portland. Let's see who Portland's running out this year. Scoot, Shea, Marcus Spears, Danny Avdija, and Donovan Clingan. It is the same team except for 1 new guy. Why did we lose the first game of the series? Dare I say, oh my God, your LA Lakers are in round 2. We play Golden State. Surely Steph is no longer around. It's Keontae George, Jordan Page. I thought that was Jordan Poole. Ben Mathurin, Kobe Pete, and Kristaps Porzingis. Is there a way we're able to actually get to a conference finals here? Because I don't believe we've even made it to one. The first 2 years we missed the playoffs. And then the last 3 we've lost in what? The first round twice. Because 1 year Luka and Yoke both got hurt. The 2nd year we got lost in the first round after winning 60-some games. And then this year or last year, we lost after winning 70-something games. We get the Pels in the conference finals. I don't even know who's in New Orleans anymore. It's Jeremiah Fears, Quentin Grimes, Teron Stokes, Cam Boozer, and Xavier Booker. How they had 2 top guys in back-to-back drafts is crazy to me. We're tied 1-1. We're in New Orleans now. We're up 2-1, up 3-1. Get me to an NBA Finals. Finally. Oh my God, Trey Johnson just averaged 41, 5, and 5. Maybe we're not as good as I think. Zion, Trey, Bronny James is their starting 2, Nasir Anderson, and Isaiah Hartenstein, whom we traded to them to clear roster space for a second-round pick. So he is their starting center. I am just going to go out on a whim and say, sorry, Mr. Sanak. Keep Kaysen the same. Sorry, Mr. Koloko. Should probably make sure that the Wizards aren't better than us. I don't believe they are. I believe they are a 4 seed. They were the 3 seed, 54 and 28. A very good basketball team. However, not as good as us. Almost 20 games below us, 19 games under us. We're in Washington. We lose the first. We go up 3-1, though, and in Game 5, thankfully, the LA Lakers are finally able to pull it off. Jokic gets his second ring, averaging 26, 10.5, and 11 on, 2.2 stocks a night. 52, 40, 92 splits. You love to see it. Nikola Jokic, we have unironically turned in to the undisputed GOAT to this point. He is an 11-time first-team All-NBA member, a 13-time All-Star, an 8-time MVP, and a 2-time Finals MVP with 2 rings, of course, to go along with those. Obviously, would have loved to get 2, maybe even 3 rings out of this challenge, but unfortunately, that is not how the cookie crumbled. However, Lakers fans, I was able to come through for you guys, get a ring. Although it wasn't in the allotted 5 years, it took me 6. But a ring is a ring, and I'm just glad we were able to get one done here. And with all that being said, that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. There is no surprise extra season this time. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Shorts go live every single day at 5:30 p.m. PST, and I stream every Wednesday and Saturday. If you're seeing this, I'm either streaming today or I'm streaming tomorrow. If you see this on a Wednesday, I'm streaming now. If you see this on a Friday, I am streaming tomorrow, Saturday afternoon. So feel free to check those out. I would love to see you guys there. And again, on the screen right now, as always, is a video that YouTube thinks you guys should go ahead and check out. Feel free to do so if you're interested. Tell me where you came from, whether that's in real life or from whichever video. Either way, I'd appreciate it. And with all that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.